This is for Eureka Math, Gage, New York. Module 1, Lesson 5, problem set. We're just going to worry about um, problems 1 and 2 on here. The other two are a little bit harder than what I expect every student to do, so we're just going to concentrate on 1 and 2. I encourage you to try 3 and 4. They're very good problems, but just a little bit more than what we expect everyone to be able to do. So let's go ahead and look at these two problems. Again, try these problems on your own before you watch the video. See if you can get them on your own and then try the video. We can solve these problems by using a tape diagram or what we call the giant one, which is a multiplication method. You can use either one, any of those methods to solve it. Or another method. I'm going to demonstrate, for one of these I'll demonstrate the tape method, and for another one I'll demonstrate the giant one method. But you can use the same method for both of them. Okay, so let's go ahead and look through this one. Last summer at Camp Okefenokee, the ratio of number of boy campers to number of girl campers. So we have boys to girls was 8 to 7. Okay, and there were a total of 195 campers. How many campers were there? How many boy campers? And how many girl campers? So they want to know how many of each campers were there. So let's go ahead, and we've talked about this before, but the key is on one of these, when they give us a total, we need to set up a ratio or use the tape diagrams to figure out a total of this. But if we just start our ratio here, we need a total of our ratio too. So we can just add the total of our ratio here. We can just add 8 and 7, which gives us 15. So we can just start by that. So I could set up a ratio of 15. So if we just went like this, if I went, since my total is 15, I could go 7 over 15, and that would be boys to total campers. So I have this ratio as boys to total campers. I could also set up girls to total, which would be 8 to 15. On both those, we could use a giant one to set up a problem we could solve. In this case, we know we need 195 on the bottom. So we got to figure out, what do we times 15 by to get to 195? The way we can answer that question is to take 195 and divide it by 15. So that's going to go in there one time. So 15 minus that down. So that would give us 45. And that's going to give us 3 there. Okay, so that tells us that these are 13 and 13. Again, we could use it here. Now, you don't have to use 2 giant ones. You could just figure out what one of them is and then subtract. But I'm going to go ahead and use 2 giant ones just to show you what we can get. We already know it's 195 on the bottom. So 8 times 13. I know 8 times 10 is 80, plus 3 times 8 is 24. So 80 plus 24 would be 104. And 7 times 13 would be 7 times 10 plus 7 times 3. So 7 times 10 is 70, plus 7 times 3 is 21. So that would end up being 91. And I could check that by adding those two together, and they do equal 195. So there were 91 boy campers, because that correlates to the boys, and there were 104 girl campers. So that's how you could solve that one using the giant one method. Again, we're multiplying it by 1, just like we do equivalent fractions, multiplying them both by the same thing to come up with our equivalent ratios. Okay, let's look at the next one here. All right, again, try these on your own first, and then if you get stuck, use this video. So pause it, try it on your own first, and then use the video if you need it. So on this one, we have the student-faculty ratio of a small college is 17 to 3. The total number of the student faculty is 740. How many faculty members are at the college? And how many students? They want us to figure out both the students and college. So this one's one I normally wouldn't do with a tape diagram, but I already did the other one with a tape diagram. So we have students, which is 17. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And faculty, which would be, we'll use an F there, that would be 3. Okay, so that represents our ratio, so 17 to 3. Now in this case, we know that both of these together, so if we put both these together, that is a total of 740. So that 740 is made up out of 20 things, isn't it? Because 17 plus 3 is 20. So that means we need to take 740 and divide it by 20 to see what each one of these boxes or bins would have in it. So that's going to go in there 3 times, isn't it? So 3, that would be 60. Going to minus that down. That would be 1, 4. Drop down our 0. That's going to go in there, and that's going to be 7. So we end up with 37. So each one of these is 37, 37. So this we would get by 3 times 37. And this we would get by 17 times 37. So 3 times 37 would be 90 plus 21, which would be 111, I guess. I think. Yep. And then this one is 17 plus. So let's go ahead. 37 plus 17. So we end up with 49. Carry the 4. 21. So 25. 0, 7, 3, 9. So that would be 2, 1. So 3. So that'd be 3. 29 if I've done all my math right. And those together, those would add up to, those don't add up to 740, do they though? Must have done something. Oh, this is 3. This, whoops, that's 6. 629, 629. So that's wrong. That is 629. Now, how do those add up to 740? Those add up to 740 now, don't they? So those now add up to 740. So that is, since they add up to 740, that looks like it's correct. So make sure you do your math right. Okay, good luck with these. Let me know if you have any questions, okay? Have a good day. Bye.